So today's theme is Mother's Day. भगवान हर जगह नहीं हो सकते, इसीलिए उन्होंने माँ बनाई, to be everywhere. And what I personally believe कि from 365 days एक दिन सिर्फ माँ के लिए हो, that is not fair, isn't it? Are you all agreeing me or
Yes.
not? है ना? हर दिन जो वो एंजल है हम हाय in our life, every day should start from her. Most of the time if we are not married, उन्हीं के इर्द गिर्द हमारा जीवन चलता है, उन्हीं से चलता है, to be very precise. Specifically in my life, there is a recent awareness and realization which I'll take a few minutes to share. I was writing a speech for my Toastmaster, one of the Toastmaster speech. And while writing that speech, I was thinking and brainstorming that जैसी मैं आज हूँ, what is the reason behind that? I always found myself giving my best. I've never given up at any situation. Some stress or setback comes in everyone's life. भगवान, मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ, कृष्ण भगवान और वो श्री राम जी, वो उन्होंने धरती पर अवतार लिया तो they also got the difficulties and challenges in their life. तो हम किस खेत की मूली है? So everybody gets that challenges, that difficult situation in their life, and I'm not a exception to it. But what was that thing which was there inside me, because of which I was able to come out of it nicely, easily, and quickly, was in my initial day, in my childhood, how my mother molded my thought process, my thinking process. That is crucial, and I have realized it few months back कि जो मैं हूँ, मेरी जननी, मेरी माँ की बदौलत हूँ. And that's what, when I was thinking 2-3 days back, 12th May was Mother's Day. So on this session of Friday Fleet, let's celebrate that angel in our life. Not only that angel in our life, most of us are now mothers. है ना? I have 2 kids, and I will not say that I am doing a perfect and exceptional parenting. I am learning every day. I am finding any situation or circumstances where I feel कि क्या करना चाहिए, बाकी सब कैसे करते हैं. If I come across any kid or their mother who is doing great than me, then I quickly ask them, I need what you are doing exceptional. So I thought, let's share that as well. So here we are on the 18th episode of Friday Fleet to discuss that angel in our life, and at the same time, those little angels in our life, what we are learning from them. Because the number one learning which I am experiencing is, before having my kids in my life, I was not valuing time that much. और अब हर मिनट का हिसाब मैं रखती हूँ. It's because of them. I'm blessed, and we all are blessed to experience these relationships, this precious relationship in our life. With that, I would end my opening remark. I've taken a lot time, and I would hand over to Poonam to say few words to open the session, and then the forum will be open for hearing from all of you. Over to you, Poonam. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू सो मच कल्पना, एंड नाइस शेयरिंग बाय यू कि हम लोग हमारी लाइफ में मतलब जो एज ए पर्सन है, तो वो पर्सनालिटी कहीं ना कहीं हमारी मदर की ही आई होती है, क्योंकि उनका इतना ज्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस होता है हमारी लाइफ पे. होल लाइफ उनके अराउंड ही इवॉल्व होती है. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द पर्सनालिटी जो रहती है वो हमारी मदर से ही आती है. एंड आफ्टर बिकमिंग मदर ऑल्सो बहुत सारे जो न्यू रियलाइजेशंस लाइफ में होते हैं जो पहले नहीं पता है. वन ऑफ द थिंग इज कि टाइमिंग से रिलेटेड नाउ वी know the importance of time, and we just try every time कि हम और कितना ज्यादा टाइम अपने किड्स के साथ में स्पेंड कर पाए, वो एक प्रायोरिटी ऑलवेज रहती है। एंड मैं बहुत ज्यादा तो नहीं बोलूंगी बिकॉज वी हैव पेरेंट्स, आई थिंक कि उनको ज्यादा टाइम दिया जाए, बट द शेयरिंग जो मैंने भी ऐसे सोचा कि अच्छा मैंने क्या, व्हाट इज द थिंग्स जो मैंने मेरी मदर से सीखी हैं या उनकी वजह से, तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि लाइक ना पॉजिटिवनेस मैं अगर देखूंगी जो है कि मेरी मदर का, जब मैंने बहुत सारे ऐसे सेल्फ हेल्प बुक्स रीड किए है ना, तो आफ्टर दैट आई रियलाइज कि वॉट एवर आई एम रीडिंग इन दीज सेल्फ हेल्प बुक्स, माई मदर इज ऑलरेडी टेलिंग मी टू थिंक पॉजिटिव। बिकॉज अगर हम कंक्लूजन करेंगे किसी भी बुक का, अल्टीमेटली द बुक इज टेलिंग यू टू थिंक पॉजिटिव इन एवरी गिवन सिचुएशन। एंड आपके लाइफ में जो एडवर्सिटीज भी आ रहे हैं, अगर आप उन एडवर्सिटीज को भी एज ए चैलेंज या फिर एज ए ऑब्स्टिकल ना देखकर आप देखते हो कि ओके आई विल लर्न समथिंग फ्रॉम दिस, या ये चैलेंज भी मुझे बड़ा बना के जाएगा, ये भी मुझे कुछ स्ट्रेंथ देकर जाएगा, अगर आप उसको भी पॉजिटिव तरीके से देखते हो तो आप आपकी लाइफ में ना ग्रो करते हो, आप उससे परेशान नहीं होते हो। तो मेरी मदर का एक हमेशा से वो नेचर था कि लाइफ में कुछ भी आएगा, एंड शी इज वेरी 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 पॉजिटिव पर्सन। हर सिचुएशन को उनको बहुत पॉजिटिव तरीके से देखना है कि अगर किसी ने गलत भी किया है तो सी इज लाइक कि तुमको गलत लौट के नहीं करना है उसके साथ में, यू हैव टू बी द सेम, आपको आपका बिहेवियर वैसा ही रखना है। तो एज ए किड वी यूज टू गेट एंग्री कि ये क्या बात होगी, उसने ऐसे किया है तो वी ऑल्सो हैव टू डू लाइक दिस, बट सी वाज लाइक कि नहीं, यू नीड नॉट टू चेंज योर बिहेवियर, यू बी द सेम पर्सन। आपको उसके साथ में जो भी अपनी तरफ से अच्छा कर सकते हो यू कंटिन्यू डूइंग, अदरवाइज लीव दैट, बट आपको जाके वो सेम बिहेवियर किसी के साथ में नहीं करना है। तो एक ये नेचर था। एंड अनदर थिंग, जब कमिंग फ्रॉम अ कंजर्वेटिव फैमिली एंड मैंने मेरी स्टडीज एंड ऑल के लिए किया, तो सी इज द वन जो खुद बहुत ज्यादा एजुकेटेड नहीं थी, सी वॉज इन 8th क्लास व्हेन शी गॉट मैरिड। सो उनको बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिली थी पढ़ने की, बट वी आर 5 सिस्टर्स, तो उनका मिलता था कि मेरे जो वट एवर आई हैव फेस्ड, मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं मिली, माई डॉटर शुड गेट ऑल द फैसिलिटीज या ऑल द, उनको अपनी लाइफ में जो भी करना चाहे वो कर सके और फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंस रहे, क्योंकि बिकॉज सी वॉज नॉट फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंट। तो उनको था कि एक ही लाइन वो मुझे बोलती थी जो मैंने अदर स्पीचेस में भी बोला है कि पराधीन सपने हूँ सुख नाही। दिस इज सी कीप रिपीटिंग कि जब तुम्हारे पास खुद का इंडिपेंडेंट होगा, खुद के फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन, तभी तुम ले पाओगे, अदरवाइज तुम अपने डिसीजन नहीं ले पाओगे, ऐसे उनका थिंकिंग था। एंड आज के टाइम में मुझे लगता है कि हाँ वो काफी इम्पोर्टेंट था, मतलब कि अगर लाइफ में कोई भी, वी डोंट नो आगे क्या होगा, क्या चैलेंजेस आ सकते हैं, बट यू आर इंडिपेंडेंट एंड फाइनेंशियली ऑल्सो इंडिपेंडेंट, यू कैन टेक योर डिसीजंस। सो एक ये उनकी लर्निंग हमेशा मेरे साथ में है। और बाकी तो ओवरऑल जो पर्सनैलिटी आती है वो मोस्टली हमारे पेरेंट्स से ही आती है, और स्पेसिफिकली मोर फ्रॉम मदर। So thank you so much, and I would love to listen from all the participants.
Thank you so much, Poonam. This is very true. Paradhin sapne hu sukh nahi. That independence is very important, and the learning which you have got from your mother. Thank you so much. Now, I would request to raise hand because we will not decide by ourselves who want to speak first. So okay, Shweta, CA Shweta from Faridabad. Yes, Shweta,
Hi, good
over
afternoon,
to you.
everyone. Thanks, Kalpana. I think it's a good forum to, talk about because all of us are coming from the same backgrounds. We are in the same boat, sailing in the same boat. We all are professionals. We all are mothers. And at the same time, every day we get up, we keep switching gears right from the beginning. When I get up in the morning, I switch up the gear and I'm like a mother, a daughter-in-law, a person who has to cook in the kitchen, a cook probably, maybe a maid also at times. But that's how it is when you get up in the morning. But yes, when the clock ticks, you say 9:30, and it's like I have to start working. I have been working with corporates all throughout, and currently also I'm handling one of the project for one of the corporates. So every time the clock takes 9:30, 10, I'm like, now I have to get in because my meetings, my client catch ups are scheduled during that time. And in the evening again, when you are getting back home, or probably you are, if you're working from home, then you have to, end your work, and then again you have to switch your gear and you have to become all of that again, mother, daughter, a mother-in-law. I'm sorry, not a mother-in-law, I'm too young to be that for now. But yes, a daughter-in-law, mother, daughter, and all of those roles that you need to play. So I think it's all of us are in the same boat, and we are learning from each other's experiences. And this is what we all of us do every day. And I think obviously mothers are inspirations for all of us. And when a mother carries a child in her womb, that time the child, from that time also, I think there are a lot of things you inherit from there. जीन्स ट्रैवल करते हैं, हम सबने सुना होगा शायद, बायोलॉजिकली भी ये बहुत सच है कि आपके जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं वो काफी सारे आपके पेरेंट्स से भी आते हैं. एंड देयर आर मेनी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स व्हिच यू डेवलप फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड आल्सो. So certain characteristics, which I think I inherited from my mother, are that never give up. So I qualified in way back in 2007. And during that period, we did not have a metro. We did not have Ola, Uber. We did not have Zomato where you could order your food from. Life is very simple, these days, I would say. Because if I take a road down the memory lane, I see none of these existed. And none of these were there to support us. So the only option which was there, which was available when I was traveling for my CA classes to Lakshmi Nagar, which is the hub from where we take our classes, it was through a roadways bus. And the people who stay in Haryana can very well, reminisce, how a Haryana roadways bus looks, and, how the drivers there are. Because Haryanvi is a little rash language, even if people are, saying I love you, maybe that is also very rash. Unlike Bengali, which is, very sweet. And if even somebody is saying that I want to slap you, that will be very sweet. So Haryanvi in itself is a very rash language. So roadways was the only option which you could use to travel to ITO. And trust me, talking to those drivers every day, talking to those conductor, buying a ticket was a very difficult task because many times they were very rude. I remember one day one of my friends was taken down from the bus. He was told to get down from the bus in the middle of nowhere because he had a 100 rupee note and he could not give a change. So that was the only option available at that point of time, that you had all those sufferings, all those things. And obviously, when you were going in the morning and coming back at night, because I had my articleship, I had. Sorry.
I would request all of the participants to be on mute mode.
ओके सो आई थिंक उस टाइम पे कब ऑप्शंस नहीं होते थे तो सब अपना अपना काम करते थे. लाइक माय फादर यूज्ड टू गेट अप अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग विद मी एंड मेक श्योर दैट आई बोर्ड द 5:30 bus to reach Delhi to have a 7 o'clock class. My mother used to get up at like 4:30, prepared 3 meals for me so that I could carry my tiffin and stack myself with it when I'm traveling outside. And even if many times I have seen that she had a lot of health issues, but she never gave up. Even if and many times I saw her doing that and I was like, okay, I felt happy being privileged at that point of time. I could never empathize with her, कि उनको कितना दर्द होता होगा, कितनी तकलीफ होती होगी सुबह उठने में, और मे बी कभी उनकी नींद भी पूरी नहीं होती होगी, but still she is still doing all that for me because she wants me to do well in life. So I think what I have learned from her is never give up. Whatever is the situation, keep fighting, and certainly you'll land somewhere. What I learned from my daughter these days is empathy. Because, my mother used to tell me a lot many times. Sometimes it was like, when you argue or you have a small fight with your parents, on certain matters where you disagree, there's a difference in opinion. So sometimes my mother used to cry and say that when you will become a mother, then you'll get to know this. And I could never, I was like, ऐसे बोल रही होंगी. And trust me, today when I am a mother to a daughter, I can completely empathize what she meant. Because today when my daughter does something to me, I feel that, how my mother would have felt. When I was actually in the labor room and I was about to deliver my daughter, I had a C-section. I mean, everything went well, but at the end moment, there was some complication and a C-section had to be done. And that pain, that agony, that uneasiness which I felt at that point of time, I never realized that, giving a birth to a child was that difficult. But, as I have become a mother, I have grown personally. I can completely empathize what she felt. the pain that she had gone through. She many times used to show me her tummy and say, देखो तुम मुझे ऐसे बोल देते हो, देखो मेरे stomach पे कितने सारे stitches हैं, ये because you had to be born, this is what it happened to me. And trust me, after that, there are so many medical issues that we get after you undergo a C-section, after you undergo that, the journey of motherhood. But it was never easy for me to realize that till the time I was not sailing in the same boat. Maybe, I could think, acha, theek hai, kuch hoga. Maybe 10%, 20% I could. But that 100% I could not empathize. But my daughter has told me, taught me how I can empathize. And many times when I do something wrong, she'll come and say, Mama, aise mat karo, aise nahi karna chahiye. It's not that, she's teaching me empathy through her actions. Just because she's there also is giving me a lot of empathy towards other people. Because, when you actually bring up a new living being inside yourself, and, you see that living being growing in front of you, you learn to do things, good things for the nature. So a simple example which I would want to give you guys is, and definitely I don't publicize about it, but since, we are talking about that matter, I really want to talk about this. Generally, whenever it's my daughter's birthday, we always want to, throw a big party. We want to, call people, give them huge, good return gifts, and show that, we are doing great. But somehow I don't live with that thought. So every year, I started this like two and a half, 3 years back. I started doing this, that whenever it's my daughter's birthday, I take her to an orphanage. And I tell her that let's give to these kids so that you can realize, you can thank God that you are privileged that you are living with your parents. Look at these kids, at least help them. If you are at a place where, you can get good, you have access to good education, you have access to good food, you have access to a good living, then go and thank God and be thankful, to nature that, it has given you that privilege, that opportunity. And at the same time, go and help these kids who are not that fortunate enough as you. So many times she says, yeah, Mama, mujhe ye dena hai. Now she has developed that habit of giving to people, even if she has a small, small chips packet, she'll say, Mama, mujhe na unko bhi dena hai. Main ja rahi hu na park mein, I have to give it to my friends. So I think I try to inculcate that in her, and I have learned from her to be empathetic, and that's why I'm trying and learning to be empathetic to different categories or different classes of people. So that's what I have learned from her. And I think, maybe I'm not perfect. Obviously, I, like Kalpana said, I'm also learning a lot of things. And parenting is not it's not a milestone. Probably it's a journey which everybody goes through, and everybody learns from that, slowly, gradually, and definitely from others who are doing it better than you. So I'm also learning, but at the same time, I try to, tell her that she has to do good things, because whatever she is in life, doesn't matter she's a doctor or engineer or a chartered accountant. The most important thing in life is to be happy and to be a good person. And that is what I want her to be. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Shweta, for sharing your heart out. Never giving up. That's what you're learning from your mother. And I'm feeling happy. And this is a learning from you, that inculcating the habit of sharing in our kid from this very young age. Thank you so much for your sharing. It was a kind of हमने बिठा दिया है और we have told you to speak and you were sharing एकदम वो दिल से निकली हुई बात. So thank you so much. And who
Thanks.
would like to speak next? Please use the raise hand function. Durga. CA Durga Sharma from Mumbai. Yes, Durga, go on.
Yeah, hi. Hello, all the lovely ladies here. Good evening. And I'm so
Hi.
happy here. I don't know why. Because
Hi,
I think,
Durga.
yeah, yeah. Hi, Shefali. Hi,
Hi.
Poonam.
Hi.
So many new faces. But I think Shefali and Poonam, we are very good friends. So I know them very well. Uh, I have written all this what I need to share, because when we share something in a kind of formal platform, we miss out something. So I have just written it one by one what I need to share. So I hope I'm audible to all clearly,
Yes,
Yes, yes.
loud and clear.
Go ahead.
loud and clear. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll start with my introduction first, personal, then professional. Myself, Durga Sharma. I qualified in 2007, so it's been 17 years. I after qualification, I did my job for 7 years as a plant finance head of a MNC pharmaceutical company. And then I shifted to Mumbai. And here I joined as a finance controller of all Cargo. That's a logistic MNC again. For 2 years, I did job there. And after that, I was blessed with a baby boy. So I had to leave that job and I started my practice in 2015. And this is my professional life. And since then, I'm doing practice. Coming to personal life, we are four sisters. My father was in army, so we were roaming around all over India. As you know, it's a transferable job. So uh, every 3 year, every 2 years, my father used to get transferred, and we used to change the school. And my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya CBSE board. So we have four sisters, uh, four sister, four friend, four soulmates. You can say all are well qualified, settled in their life. When I got married, I shifted from Chandigarh to Mumbai, altogether new. Today also, I don't have much friend in Mumbai because I'm not that social kind of person. Though I make friends very quickly, but I don't go for socialization as a party and kitty party and all that. I don't do that. So I don't have much friends in Mumbai. So home, my profession, and my husband and my in-laws. So initially, everybody knows that after we get married, whether it's a love marriage or arranged marriage, we take time to settle down. We take time to match the chemistry with the in-laws. So initially, same here, being a professional daughter-in-law, they were not very comfortable with me. So I took 1.5 year to settle down over there. But after the first baby boy, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with a last stage cancer. So I had to leave everything and I had to be at home because I have husband is captain in merchant navy. So he goes for 7 to 8 months sailing in a year. So I have to be home now also and that time also. Yeah. वो होता सेम ही है और कंपनी के So I had to be home. I took to the extent possible, I took good care of my mother-in-law. I've tried everything for her, Ayurvedic, homeopathic, allopathic. And honestly speaking, I got so many blessings from her. And she was the same lady who used to um say so much about me and my family. And after that, after she was diagnosed with the cancer, she was the same lady who used to bless me like more than her daughter. So I was feeling blessed, but unfortunately, we lost her in 2018. And again I conceived, and again I have two sons. So I'm not blessed to have daughter, but yes, I have two sons and they are very naughty. So all my focus was on my sons. But professionally, being in practice, I was not giving that much time to my profession because not having a support of your husband, no in-laws, because my mother-in-law was also not there that time. And you will not believe on both of my sons share the same date of birth, that is 31st of October 2015 and 2018. And before going for the hospital admission, 30th October evening, I was done with all my returns, all my tax audits, and no client of mine knew about it. I'm going to deliver a baby next day. So when they came to know, they were all shocked, ma'am. Oh my God, you were going for the delivery and you have completed all the return. So that's the kind of being a CA, being into this profession, I learned that we have to be very committed. We have to be very honest towards our profession also. When we have taken any job, we have to complete it, right? So that was the thing. And after that, because I was not justifying my profession, so I have cut down on my clients. I have very few clients because they did not want to leave me. That's why they are with me. So I started in 2017 and then I have started in my stock market journey. So now I'm a stock market stock because that was the only thing which I could do at home, taking care of my kids also, taking care of my home also, and my profession also. So I've started my stock market advisory. So I'm doing good. I'm very happy with this profession. I'm very happy with my advisory also. Clients are also happy. And today morning also I was sharing with Poonam. See how people are appreciating. And when you do something with your heart, with your honesty, not to make the money, but to be honest and to help people. Like my goal is to create the wealth for my clients, and I treat their capital as my own. So they also feel that vibe that yes, if this person is advising me something, it's of her own, not to take the fees and then hit the stop loss and then let's go for the next call. I don't do that. So I've started my stock advisor. Happy with that. And my both the kids, they are now 8 years and 5 years because they both are sharing the same date of birth.
फर्स्ट कहाँ है
They are brown belt in
नहीं
karate.
वहां रखा था शायद हॉल में
They are doing swimming also. They are learning. They are naughty, but yes, they are.
चाबी रख लो
I think people when praise as a mother, yeah, you are taking good care of kids. It's like, yeah, I'm doing something good. But of course, every day is a new learning for us. From the beginning of the day, like what to give in the tiffin in the morning to kids, that's a big challenge. Till the holiday homework. Right now we are on vacation. Still we are studying with the projects and homework of the kids. Now coming back to my mother, because we were four sisters, so my mother used to get taunts from, of course, that time I'm 82 born, so I'm talking of 40 years back. So I'm the second one. So my mother used to get taunts from the relatives, even from my grandmother also. बेटा नहीं है, four sisters हैं, कैसे करोगी, आगे कौन देखेगा, वो सब आज नहीं है. आज तो we are happy with one girl also, one daughter. But that time that was there, that perception, that mentality, where people were there. So my mother was struggling with that also, but she never let us knew about that कि आपको भी पता चले कि आप बेटियां होने की वजह से मुझे ताने मिलते हैं. So she took good care of us. I used to get up 3:30 in the morning, go to for my tuitions, come back from there, take tuitions in the morning. I taught in that I was working with Bal Mandir also. That's army pre nursery school. I used to go there. I used to come back. Then used to take tuitions again. So this was all struggling phase of life. But now I say my mother is there. I'm so blessed to have uh, father and mother. They are still there. All sisters are married. They're alone, doing the retirement life, enjoying their life. But still, they are there for us. Even though they are not with me physically, but mentally, of course, they are there. And whenever I feel any problem, I just pick up the call and talk to my mother or father, and they support me कि बेटा ऐसा नहीं ऐसे करो. Though I'm 40 years old, 41 years old, but still they advise me कि आप ऐसा नहीं ऐसा करो. I feel so complete with their advice कि हाँ मम्मी पापा हैं, मेरे को कोई भी प्रॉब्लम होएगी तो they are there to take care of that. So I'm happy, I'm very happy. और मेरी मम्मा से मैंने ये सीखा है कि हमेशा calm and composed रहो, no matter what. And I'm very religious because of my mom. I start my day with a prayer, with so many part and puja, and same content with my sons also. They all सुबह मॉर्निंग में उठ के दिन का फर्स्ट रूटीन रहता है कि जोत जलानी है आपको, आपको चैंटिंग करनी है, और रात को सोते टाइम आपको गॉड को थैंक यू बोल के सोना है कि वी हैव another day of life and beautiful life, and we are so blessed to have such parents, such life, everything. Like thank you God, gratitude is the thing which I learned from my parents, and I'm teaching the same, trying to teach the same to my kids also, because they're also blessed, because they have parents, they have everything they want. So that's how this is it. Thank you so much for listening patiently to me.
Thank you so much,
you.
Durga. So you look so young. First time we are meeting, it doesn't seem that you're 41 years old. Um,
Thank you. Thank you for the compliment actually.
and such a nice sharing, teaching your kids that gratitude and spirituality. You are bringing them close to the spirituality and gratitude. Amazing. Thank you for sharing and coming on the forum and giving us opportunity to know you better. We are sharing for the Mother's Day, and it is our intent to know you all one by one. Few days back, I would like to mention here that you people would have noticed that I was asking the new joinees to introduce themselves. So actually, we are 150 plus family, but we are not knowing most of them. We are not knowing each other. So, like these kind of a meetings, we get closer and will know each other. And when we are knowing each other, then there is a sense of connectivity and togetherness. and the journey becomes smoother. So, with that, I would like to invite another speaker who would like to share. Who is next?
सपना जी
Sapna Maheshwari ji. Yes, Sapna ji, you can unmute yourself and go on. Sapna ji, you are able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, start. Over to you.
Hello, friends. I'm CA Sapna Maheshwari. My sound is audible.
Yes, you are audible.
I think echo sound is there.
No, it is not there.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm CA Sapna Maheshwari. I am from the batch of November 2006. After doing CA, I got married, and within 1 year of the marriage, I got kid. So at that time, I'm not able to start my career.
Not
You are on
audible now.
mute. You are on mute, Sapna ji. You are on mute.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
या जब मैंने जॉब ज्वाइन किया ना मैम, तब ऐसा लगा कि हाँ सब चीजें मैनेज हो जाएगी, बच्चे जॉब सब इजीली हो जाएगा। लेकिन जब मॉर्निंग में ऑफिस पहुंचते थे तब पूरा टाइम टेंशन ये रहती थी कि घर पे बच्चा क्या कर रहा होगा, वो प्रॉपरली रह रहा है नहीं रह रहा है। इस गिल्ट के मारे तो विद इन 1 ईयर ही जॉब से क्विट कर लिया। फिर इन बिटवीन दूसरा बेबी भी हो गया। उसके बाद में तो बहुत ये लगने लग गया कि अब जिम्मेदारी इतनी बढ़ गई तो जॉब की तरफ ध्यान ही नहीं देना है। बट सडनली आफ्टर 2-3 years ये रियलाइज हुआ कि हमने एक बहुत बड़ी डिग्री अचीव करी है, उस डिग्री को हम ऐसे ही वेस्ट कर रहे हैं। लोग तो तरसते हैं कि मतलब सीए करना कोई आसान बात नहीं है, और हम सीए करके भी वो डिग्री को ऐसे ही वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, सिर्फ घर पे बैठ के बच्चे संभाल रहे हैं, घर का काम कर रहे हैं बस। तो फिर से एक स्टार्ट किया, रीज्वाइन किया जॉब को, कंसल्टेंसी दिया। स्टार्टिंग में 2-3 आवर्स का दिया, फिर धीरे धीरे टाइम गैप बढ़ाते गए तो अपने आप से सब चीजें मैनेज होने लग गई। एक बार जब ये अंदर से डिसाइड कर लिया कि हमको ये करना ही है, बच्चा और कैरियर दोनों चीजों को मैनेज करके चलना है, तो जब ये अंदर से डिसाइड कर लिया ना, उसके बाद में चीजें इजीली होने लगी थी। बट स्टिल बच्चों को मैनेज करना इतना आसान नहीं होता था, थोड़ी थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स आती रहती थी। मदर इन लॉ नहीं थी, तो दोनों बच्चों को अकेले मैनेज करना। क्रैच में जाते थे तो एक गिल्ट फील तो हमेशा रहता ही था कि हम बच्चों को उस समय पे टाइम नहीं दे पा रहे जिस समय पे उनको हमारी जरूरत है। लेकिन धीरे धीरे अब जब बच्चे ग्रोन अप हो गए हैं तो वो भी समझने लग गए हैं चीजें। वो लोग भी कि भाई मामा भी जॉब पे जाती है, तो वो भी मेरी पूरी हेल्प कराते हैं, और मेरे हस्बैंड भी काफी सपोर्टिव हैं, तो हम सब मिलके मैनेज कर लेते हैं। बस इतना ही है मेरा मदरहुड एक्सपीरियंस।
Thank you so much, Sapna ji, for joining us in our discussion. और ये मैं अभी तक आप लोगों में से 3 लोगों ने शेयर देयर एक्सपीरियंस। मोस्टली ऐसे होता है, और ये मेरी लाइफ में भी आया था देन, कि व्हेन वी फील लाइक कि अब बच्चे आ गए हैं लाइफ में एंड वी हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ देम, और अब शायद कुछ प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में या तो सब डमाडोल है या तो फिर सब फुल स्टॉप जैसा हो गया है। सो दैट काइंड ऑफ अ लिमिटिंग बिलीफ comes in most of our life, and I'm good, and I'm happy to hear that we all were there but हम उससे बाहर आ गए। um, समय का जब when we are sharing तो समय का पता नहीं चल रहा, and it's already 4:41. So Gunjan want to share, who would like, just want to see me. Oh, We are having CAK Sita for sharing. Uh, Sita, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
If possible, come keep your video on so that we can see your beautiful face.
Face
Yeah.
is anything but beautiful,
So,
so that's why I stopped the video.
yeah. So, over to you. We are eager to hear from you, Sita.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's absolutely, a huge honor. I'm really honored to be here. First and foremost, I thank Kalpana ma'am and her entire team for coming up with such nice initiative. Because of their initiative, we are getting to hear such lovely stories. And one thing that is common among all the mothers are resilience. Every mother is resilient. Never say die attitude. Yesterday around 11:55, I saw the post shared by you in a particular group. Well, 12 was the deadline for submission, right? I just
Right.
quickly filled it up, and I thought I may not be getting the opportunity because I filled in at the last moment, and so many must already have filled up. I filled it up with more hope than expectation. I thought I may not get opportunity. Lo and behold, around this time yesterday, Kalpana ma'am called and she said that I'm getting this opportunity to speak, and I was so happy. Coming to my mother, I would like to share that I'm the proverbial antithesis of a daughter that my mother wished for. I'm completely different from what she wished for. Nevertheless, but mother accepts you the way you are. She doesn't judge you. She just accepts you the way you are. Coming to the lessons that I learned from her, since it was time to put the valuable things that are there at home, like jewelry, cash, and all that, we didn't have enough time to deposit the same in bank locker. So we just left those things at home itself and we went. And what we learned after having reached Qatar, that there was a theft at home and all those things were lost. All the jewelry that my mother just had on her, that was what we were left with. All of the jewelry was lost. She was absolutely devastated because all her wedding jewelry, Maki Nishani, all those things were lost. She lost her mother in 90, just a couple of years earlier. She was holding on to these memories very dearly. But as ill luck would have it, she lost all those jewelry as well. She was very upset, very naturally. But did she get bogged down? She didn't. She promised herself that she'll get all those things back, the monetary value that we lost. She wanted to get all these things back. She was a homemaker. She still is a homemaker only, but she promised herself that staying at home itself, she'll earn it all back. She started giving tuitions to students, Odia and Hindi. She started teaching, and she taught for 25 years. And she earned very good name for herself. And whatever she set out to do, she earned it. She achieved it, and that is one thing I learned from her, that you shouldn't get bogged down. Setbacks तो आएंगे life में, but you should treat them as stepping stones. You can't let those things affect you so badly that you'll be completely depressed and you will wallow in self-pity. That's not going to get you anywhere. You have to, treat it as a motivation factor to, come out of it and do something productive out of it. That is one lesson I learned from her. The second thing is she's a singer. She learned Carnatic classical during her childhood, but she didn't get any opportunity to, pursue her hobby or to show her talent because we stay in Berempur. It's a small place, conservative place, and उस जमाने ही ऐसा था कि talent pursue करने का तो कोई opportunity नहीं होती थी. She never complained. She was happy with that. But around 2009, she had TB. She was diagnosed with TB, and it was spreading to her brain. And because of the high dose medicine, her vocal cords completely got damaged. She was a teacher and a singer, and for both the purposes, voice should be in control. You need your voice to do both these tasks. But she found herself in a position where she was hardly able to speak. Again, she didn't lose hope. She kept practicing, and now, do you believe at 67, she has her hands full. She's a singer, regular singer, and Star Maker Telugu app. She has delivered a lot of judgments. She is a regular singer at most of the shows that are held in and around Berhampur, and she goes to Bhubaneswar, Visakhapatnam, where these music shows are held. So she's a singer of repute. I should be praising my own mother, but my idea is to, communicate the fact that despite the fact that she lost her vocal cords, she didn't lose hope. So I think this is yet another lesson that I learned from her, that even though the challenge is so stiff, you shouldn't give in. You should try and find ways to come out of it. So these are the two things that I learned from her. I also had a lot of setbacks during my CA education, but yeah, because of the fact that I had my mother right in front of me, I had seen her how she has dealt with the challenges that life threw at her. The way she handled it, I think I learned from it, and I'm very, very grateful for getting this opportunity, and I'm really grateful for being born as her daughter, despite the fact that I'm completely different from what she expected of me, of any daughter. So thank you, and I thank Kalpana ji and all the lovely ladies out there for coming, sharing the lovely stories. I think we all learn a lot from each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sita ji, for sharing and the learning, that wonderful learning from your mother of never losing hope. Um, so I remember in my childhood, I was listening that I think it was sung by Amitabh Bachchan at that point of time in a funny way for KBC. Don't lose hope, because it is the moral of the story. So I don't remember the whole lines, but that line was stuck into my mind, that don't lose hope, and it is there. It needs to be कि उम्मीद पे ही दुनिया कायम है. Thank you so much for joining us in sharing your journey, your learnings. And with that, um, I'll ask for, okay, Aarti ji is there to share. Aarti ji, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yes, I may be.
Yeah, please unmute. Yeah. So over to you, Aarti ji.
Yeah, I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are audible.
I'm Aarti from Chennai. I'm a practicing CA and also a faculty and mentor for CA students. Okay, and happy to be part of this community, of this platform, and it's a great initiative by you, Kalpana and Poonam, to have started this platform for empowering women each week. Though not able to join every week, I'll be following all your messages in the WhatsApp and the recordings wherever available. So to start with my journey, I come from a small town, seashore town in uh, Tamil Nadu, which is Kadalur, which is near Pondicherry. So actually, till 11th grade, no, I was a very below average student only. So my interest towards studies was kindled by my mother. She was a banker. She was working with a public sector bank, and she made me create. She created interest towards commerce subjects for me, and then I realized my potential to studies itself. So until 10th grade, but I got very high marks in my 10th grade. And to the surprise of my teachers, I chose also commerce stream in my 11th one. So that basic interest towards studies was kindled by my mother. So I'm grateful to her for that. And also after choosing commerce, and she was the person who introduced me the chartered accountancy. And she said that why not you try this? And then I dreamt, or I created it to be my ambition of becoming a CA. So my mother is my inspiration, and she's my guiding star till date. I have always admired her ability to balance everything with that smile on her face. So I think everybody admire our mother for that. And yes, so today I could understand that immense strength which was behind our mothers. So it was by nature they inherited all these strength. It was by nature they inherited that. And we all women also have inherently followed our mothers, because the power we have got from our mother is it's countless. Okay, just by watching them, seeing them in action, it shows them how to live. And yes, motherhood has many responsibilities. So apart from being a banker by herself and also taking care of the family, my mother also had the responsibility of bringing up her younger siblings, because she was the elder daughter. So by watching all those, I learned what is caring, sharing, and also being responsible at that age. So I did all my schooling, my college, my articleship, everything from my hometown.
And during those days, I started pursuing CA in 2003 after completing my graduation. So yes, I had a stint with CA Foundation also for a few months, but I was not able to clear it. So I thought of actually completing my graduation and then go up with CA. So my mother actually she put up me in a coaching center in Chennai to pursue PE2. It was then called as PE2. So actually, everything was going on well, and I also cleared my PE2, and then we started articles also. So my mother was my coach, my guide, mentor, everything since she was a banker. We discussed everything from law, from auditing, from taxation, everything we discussed. So, and she also I did my articles in my hometown itself. And 1 month into articles, I lost my mother at the age of 21. So it was a great shock indeed. And also, we are a family of two daughters. Okay, it's myself and my youngest sister. And years passed by, and also we got through, and I cleared my CA in 2009. Okay, after the great support and guidance of my father. So he became our mother also. Okay, and yes, see, though we lost our mother, what I want to stress is that the strength which she has imbibed on her, imbibed through her actions, all that speaks to us till date. So that is the one point which I want to point out here. So, so a mother will be by your side, either in person or through her actions. So that is one point which I want to state here. And also, I was very happy to be part of this forum to share on motherhood because once I saw your message that day, I could really relate to my mother. So I'm speaking. No, I'm speaking about 19 years back. Okay, now I'm 40, 21. When I was 21, I lost my mother. So what I want to point out is that in life, no, never give up. As another participant just said the same thing, we have never seen our mothers give up for anything and for any reason. So the same strength and smile we have to carry forward in all our actions. So uh, that is what. Okay, I think I'm a bit emotional now. So thanks for giving me this opportunity. And also, I want everybody to use this opportunity to empower each other and to guide each other because no, we at some point of time we think of giving back. Okay, because life is more of nowadays it's more we use all the words of stress, pressure, everything. At some point of time we also think what can we do because we hold too much of responsibilities at this age because it actually the life deserves that much of responsibility. So just think, pause, think of your mother, how she has carried at her age. So that might be quite generation gap might be there, but still they live their life to the full without stress. So we also should take those learnings from them and should apply those situations in our life, and we surely will get those answers. So even today, at any situation, so if I'm there, I will just pause myself and I will think back. So how she would have reacted at that time, and I'll get my answer in a second. So what I want to say is that ever be optimistic and determinative, never lose hope. And because the only way that we can instill confidence to our children is by living with confidence and courage. So never give up, and also utilize all the forums and all the initiatives which are available at our reach so that we can empower, take help whenever required, and we can grow together. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aarti. Uh, we all really empathize and sorry for the by knowing that you are not with your angel, but the way you have shared it gave me goosebumps that when you feel like what she would have said or guided you, immediately you get that answer. Uh, I can we can totally relate to it that how your journey would have been without her, and you are here to share your experience to make us realize that what a mother means for a daughter. मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि हर माँ के साथ एक परिवार है. And few days back, I was thinking that if every mother would understand that she don't have to do like this is for us. We are now mothers. If every mother understand that ki, I have the responsibility of my kids and they are going to become the future of my family, my state, my country, this whole globe. So it will be a very beautiful place. And when we think, most of the time it happens that we, as a working mother, that option to choose from where to devote our attention, um, sometimes it goes for a toss when the professional life demands us more and we have to keep our personal life aside. But both of them are equally important, and that thought most of the time struck into my mind that what should we do. And I'm sure ये हम सभी के साथ होता होगा कि here in my professional life the investment which I'm giving, the time investment of my time, that time is equally important for my kids as well, because the time I'm investing in them right now is that's what they'll make. The kind of personality they'll develop, they'll have in the future will depend upon this, because our mother had invested her time, her precious time on us. We were blessed that my mother, she was also not much educated, so we were the whole and soul responsibility of her. She was a homemaker, and I feel myself blessed because my child are not that blessed like me, and we have a tough job to fulfill, and I'm sure we are going to do with the flying colors. We are going to help upbring our children more responsible citizen, which will help them to grow our society, our country. So with that, I felt very emotional, and every time when you all guys are sharing, I'm feeling very much connected. Maybe I'm too much emotional person for that reason, or whatever it is. But I'm taking a badge of honor. That's what I'm hearing. I'm taking too much time. From the start only, people call me emotional, but it's okay. I'm emotional, and I feel it is important to not hide your emotion. Poonam is agreeing to be. I think most of you are agreeing to what I'm saying. And actually, it is only 1 minute to our limit of this meeting.
We can,
Anyone?
Kalpana, we can again create the login and just extend it to half an hour, because I think, and I can make out from the faces that everyone wants to share the story. So if
Yes,
everybody
yes.
allows,
So it is a
yeah, half an hour more,
this
if we can
this
extend
meeting
this
will not
meeting.
end. This meeting will not end.
Okay,
So
okay.
I was just mentioning, respecting everyone's time, that the time which we have taken 4 to 5. So
Mhm.
if everyone allows, we will take few more sharing. Otherwise, we are
No, no, I would like to listen because I think everybody wants to share. I can read the faces. I'm here to listen. I'm here. Yeah, I have all the ears to listen to everybody. Yeah, especially
thank
mothers.
you.
And my eyes were full of tear when Aarti was telling the about her mother.
Yeah.
Thanks for the message, Durga. And yes, Kalpana will continue.
2 minutes.
Poonam, you want to speak?
Yes, Kalpana. So after listening everyone, I'm also getting emotional because, as you told, I'm also a sensitive person. I worked myself on that, because what happens once you are a sensitive person, you are an emotional person, then a lot of time it becomes difficult to face few situations where you need to be strong, not to show your emotions to the public, and when you face some kind of adverse situation. So that's why I'm working. I improved somewhere, but still from heart, I keep saying that I'm strong, but from heart, I'm still very sensitive person. And uh, so we would love to listen from other panelists also. And one thing from which motive Kalpana and we all started this community is like being a mother. We need support of each other, hand holding of each other, and sometimes just ears to listen whatever we are going through, whatever we are facing the situation. Because in the this society many times happening, like we don't have someone to tell what we are going through, and we just need. So as Durga told, Kalpana and I, we are there for each other whenever, not only in the events or webinars, otherwise also. If someone wants to share, someone wants to connect in group, they can connect all of us. So Kalpana, we can listen from other
Yes,
panelists.
thank you, Poonam. So, who would like to speak? Gunjan was there, but she just left. She was having other meeting to join, so she said I'll share in any other meeting. So Shalu was mentioning she want to share. Shalu, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes. Hi, Kalpana.
Hi. If we will be
So,
able to see your beautiful face, it would be
yeah,
great. Yeah, so you are here.
actually, I'm outside, not at home. So due to some reason, I'm in hospital to meet someone. So, but I would like to share something with you. Uh, Due to some reason, I was not able to attend in between. But मेरा एक concern है कि जैसे मदर्स ने हमें बहुत आज वो टाइम है कि जैसे आपने कहा कि आप बहुत लकी हो कि आपकी मदर आपके साथ थी, बट हमारे जो बच्चे हैं ड्यू टू बिकॉज वी आर वर्किंग, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं उसका वो कमी है उनकी लाइफ में कि मदर उनके साथ नहीं होती है, इतना एंगेज नहीं होती है जितना कि हमारे पेरेंट्स हमारे साथ एंगेज होते थे। इधर फादर भी वर्किंग है और मदर भी वर्किंग है, ऐसे वाला सीन है। तो उसमें क्या होता है कि जैसे हमने अपने बच्चों को ना कुछ टीवीज और फोन्स के हवाले थोड़ा कर दिया है, और कुछ उनकी लाइफ में ना कुछ स्पिरिचुअलिटी की बहुत कमी मुझे दिखती है। मतलब मैंने मैंने काफी जगह, मैं डिटेल में कभी डिस्कस करूंगी, तो वो जो स्पिरिचुअल बैकग्राउंड हमें मिली है या रिलीजियस बैकग्राउंड हमें मिली है, उससे बच्चे काफी दूर हो गए। मतलब मैं तो अपनी मदर फादर को थैंक्स करती हूँ उसके लिए कि उन्होंने हमें मतलब मौका दिया उन चीजों को जानने का, जो हमारा कल्चर है, संस्कृति है, और हमारे स्पिरिचुअल बैकग्राउंड जो है जहाँ से हम करते हैं। अभी अभी आज की डेट में हम क्या फीड कर रहे हैं बच्चों को। मेरी मदर मेरे को फीड करती थी कि भगवान के ऊपर छोड़ देना चाहिए, जब भी कोई सिचुएशन आए तुम अपना काम करो, तुम मेहनत करते रहो। बट मुझे अभी एट प्रेजेंट क्या रियलाइज होता है कि हम ये फीड नहीं कर रहे हैं कि भगवान के ऊपर छोड़ देना चाहिए, हम उनको कुछ और फीड कर रहे हैं। जैसे हम ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर तुम चाहो तो तुम सब कुछ कर सकते हो, तुम मेहनत करो, बस तुम जो चाहोगे तुम्हें मिल जाएगा। बट somehow this message is not complete. दिस मैसेज शुड बी विद दैट कि अगर भगवान चाहेंगे तो तुम मेहनत करो, और भगवान चाहेंगे तो तुम्हें मिल जाएगा। बिकॉज क्या हो रहा है कि हम जो फीड कर रहे हैं वो ऐसा कर रहे हैं कि वी आर द कंट्रोलर, बट एक्चुअली में थिंग्स आर डिफरेंट। लाइक गॉड इज द कंट्रोलर, गॉड इज कंट्रोलिंग फ्रॉम एवरीवेयर। लाइक हम ये भी बोलते हैं ना कि भाई पत्ता भी नहीं हिल सकता भगवान की आज्ञा के बिना, तो उनकी मर्जी के बिना तो पत्ता भी नहीं हिलता है। बट साइड बाय साइड हम ये भी फीड कर रहे हैं कि तुम जो चाहोगे वो तुम्हें मिल जाएगा। तो ये मैसेज कंबाइंड जाना चाहिए बच्चों में कि बिलीव इन गॉड। क्योंकि आज की जो जनरेशन है वो, जितना मुझे फील हो रहा है, वो हमारे जो मतलब रिलीजियस कल्चर है जहाँ से हम बिलोंग करते हैं, इंडिया से, इंडिया का जो बेसिकली रूट है, उस रूट से डिस्कनेक्टेड हो गए हैं समवेयर। जब भी हम बात करते हैं तो वो रूट उनमें दिखता नहीं है। मतलब अगर दिखता है तो वो बहुत कम दिखता है, उसका इम्पोर्टेंस इतना नहीं है लाइफ में। जो कल्चर, जैसे जैसे एक फॉर एग्जांपल नाइट स्टडी का बच्चों में कल्चर आ गया है कि वो लेट नाइट स्टडी करते हैं। तो हम लोग, मेरे मदर फादर से ये फील होता था कि आप सुबह जल्दी उठो, रात को जल्दी सो जाओ, तो उससे क्या होगा, आपका रूटीन बन जाएगा, वो आउटपुट उतना ही निकल रहा है, बट वी आर सेइंग कि लेट नाइट जगना ज्यादा बेटर है। ये हमने उनपे थोप दिया है क्योंकि हम वर्किंग है, हम लेट आते, ऑफिस से लेट आते हैं, फिर हम उनको देखते हैं, इसलिए वो भी लेट तक जगते हैं। बट वी मस्ट कंट्रोल दिस कल्चर। मतलब हमारे साथ तो बहुत अच्छा अच्छा जैसे हो गया, या हमने जो भी लाइफ में चैलेंजेस फेस करे हमने कर लिए, बट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग फॉर द किड्स, क्या हम उनको वो कल्चर या वो चीजों की इम्पोर्टेंस, कुछ चीजें जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है लाइफ में, हम उनको उनको दे नहीं पा रहे हैं। आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू दैट सिंस लास्ट 18 years, मैं अपने बच्चों के साथ ये सब कर रही हूँ, और समवेयर आई एम फीलिंग चेंजेस। और बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे हैं जो मैं, जिनको मैं जानती हूँ, जो ये कल्चर फॉलो कर रहे हैं, राइज अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग एट 4:30 और 5, वो जब उठते हैं और रात को वो 10 बजे 10:30 बजे तक सो जाते हैं, तो आई एम फीलिंग डिफरेंस इन देयर, मतलब उनका जो थॉट प्रोसेस है, बहुत चीजों में डिफरेंस फील होता है, सेटिस्फेक्शन लेवल है। तो वो सब चीजें, मतलब वी मस्ट थिंक अबाउट दैट एरिया ऑल्सो। इट्स नॉट लाइक ओनली मॉडर्नाइजिंग कि भाई हम उनको गैजेट्स प्रोवाइड कर दे या उनको बेटर एजुकेशन, हाई एजुकेशन, स्टैंडर्डाइज स्कूल्स में और कॉलेजेस में उनको एजुकेशन दे। मतलब हमने टैगिंग कर दिया कि एक डीपीएस में, और या से कि जीडी गोइंका में मेरा बच्चा जा रहा है, मतलब tagging is not their motive. So we must create some cultural, spiritual, religious things in their life, so that when we were not there, so they can maintain that culture. So that was the message. पता नहीं मैं आपको कन्वे कर पाई हूँ कि नहीं, what I want to say. So
No,
it's a very
it's very well
Very
understood.
Yes, yes.
And
Yeah,
point
it's
very well taken, because I just want to add on for this thing, like kids nowadays has become so materialistic that
right.
they only have their phones and laptop, that would be sufficient
Phones.
for the whole
Yes.
day. They're waiting for
Right.
you, either you'll hand over your phone to them, or like
Yes.
you'll get some kind of a materialistic from them. So this is
Yes.
very
Right.
very well
So
added point, that we
so
should add spiritual value to the
yeah.
kids,
And you know what is the way of that, that the way is only, like, we cannot use everywhere ki hame, matlab, there is a solution. Like, what I am doing, I am buying the spiritual bits. Sometimes I am seeing the people, they are buying the costly clothes, costly gadgets, but when there is the question of buying the books, spiritual books या story books for the kids, तो people are saying ये तो बहुत कॉस्टली है, 100 रुपीज का बुक्स है। अगर 10 बुक आएंगी, वो 1000 रुपए की बुक्स आएंगी, तो वो 1000 रुपए की बुक्स नहीं लेंगे। 1000 रुपए का आप मील खिला दोगे, 2000 रुपए की आप एक ड्रेस ले आओगे। बट अगर वो 10 बुक 1000 रुपए की कॉस्ट करेंगी, तो वो दैट यू विल रेस्ट्रेन योरसेल्फ, आप अपने आप को ही रोकोगे कि मैं खरीदूं कि नहीं खरीदूं। बट दैट इज मतलब वो अगर बुक्स हम ले लेते हैं, तो दैट इज डूइंग चेंजेस इन द लाइफ। तो उनके माइंड को फीड करा है, क्योंकि हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है, बट वेन बाय द बुक्स स्मॉल स्मॉल क्वांटिटी में अगर हम खरीदते हैं, तो वो स्मॉल स्मॉल क्वांटिटी में, और उनके साथ वही बुक्स डिस्कस करें या रीड आउट कर ले, उनको इंटरेस्ट जनरेट हो जाता है, एंड सम हाउ दे फील कि नहीं, मोबाइल के अलावा भी लाइफ में कुछ है। सो दिस इज द सोल्यूशन which I got in my life। मतलब मैंने मतलब like since childhood I am buying so many books for the kids, कि मैं इवन उनके पढ़ने से पहले मैं उन स्टोरीज को पढ़ लेती थी। तो और जब वो पढ़ते थे तो फिर डिस्कस अबाउट दैट, तो वो कम से कम अगर 1 घंटा भी कम हो रहा है, तो दैट इज सफिशिएंट। और उसके थ्रू उनको वो मैसेज भी जा रहा है जो जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि बुक्स में वो मैसेज है जो उनको कन्वे होना चाहिए। सो जस्ट मेरा यही एक कंसर्न था कि हम ये चीजें हम आपस में डिस्कस करें, कि रादर देन attaching kids to the costly gadgets and materialistic things, we must focus on some religious and spiritual aspects also. So
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shalu, for bringing the very important topic which needs to be looked upon immediately. And I also totally agree with your viewpoint. I myself try to not give screen time to my kids. And I feel like there is a need to have a few session on parenting. So we will see, me and Poonam, we will see in future if we can bring some speakers. I have few in my mind. So we will see how it work upon. And the way I have mentioned, okay, Durga wants to share something. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Shal, for bringing out this
Yeah.
important topic.
Thank you for giving me the chance to convey my thoughts to
Yeah,
all of you.
parenting की बात आई है because I'm so much into parenting. I've left everything for my kids because it's a phase of motherhood. So that's how I started stock market also, because I can spend maximum time with my kids because father is also not here. So it was my duty to be with one of the parents should be there with the kids. So parenting की बात है, एक टिप मैं देना चाहती हूँ जो मैं खुद यूज करती हूँ, and it works like magic. अगर बच्चे समझ जाए इसको तो जितने छोटे बच्चों को बताया जाए उतने जल्दी इनकल्केट हो जाएगा उनमें और वो हमें चलेंगे. Whenever the kid use bad word or whenever the kid is demanding for something not good for that kid, तो आप हमेशा उनको यही बोलिए कि आपके अंदर, जैसे हम भी हैं, किसी भी इंसान के अंदर दो पार्ट होते हैं, एक डेविल का पार्ट होता है, एक एंजल का पार्ट होता है. तो अगर वो बच्चा बैड वर्ड यूज कर रहा है तो उसको आप ये बोलिए कि आपका डेविल पार्ट ज्यादा स्ट्रांग हो रहा है बेटा, आप वॉच आउट. आपका एंजल देखो, ही इज नॉट, डेविल इज नॉट लेटिंग दैट एंजल स्पीक आउट. आप सुनो, आंखें बंद करो, क्लोज योर आईज फॉर 1 minute एंड लिसन टू योर एंजल, व्हाट योर एंजल इज सेइंग. ये मेरे साथ तो बहुत काम करता है क्योंकि जब भी मैं उनको बोलती हूँ और डेविल इज बिकमिंग स्ट्रांग, तो वो सोचते हैं कि नहीं सही बोल रहे हैं मम्मा, फिर बोलते नहीं नहीं मम्मा एंजल तो ऐसे बोल रहा है, मैंने फिर आपको क्या करना चाहिए, फिर हमें एंजल की बात माननी चाहिए. देन दे स्विच ओवर टू दैट. This tricks always work even with kids, even with us also. When we get angry, when we get short tempered, हम लोग किसी बात पे गुस्सा आ रहा है, एग्रेसिव हो रहे हैं, तो हम लोग सोचेंगे 1 मिनट के लिए क्या जरूरी है गुस्सा होना, क्या जरूरी है रिएक्ट करना. If you can avoid the situation and respond after some time to that situation, तो हमारा रिस्पॉन्स कुछ अलग होगा. तो वही एंजल एंड डेविल वाली मेरे को जस्ट लगा कि मुझे शेयर कर देनी चाहिए, इसलिए मैंने कर दी. ओवर टू यू कल्पना. जस्ट thought to share with all the mothers here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Durga, for sharing your tricks. We will try. Anyone would like to share anything, or we are good to conclude our today's session? Okay. So one thing I would like to mention, we will share message in the group as well that we need some volunteers to help us in this initiative to reach out to as many as powerful females. Those are around us. So we will seek nomination from all of you. It is a social initiative where we are working without any profit motive, and the one who will nominate themselves, who would like to join us, will have to take that in mind. That's what I was mentioning to Poonam, that we are helping our community, we are helping ourselves, and it is a kind of a social work. हिंदी में अगर हम कहें श्रमदान, we are doing for our community to bring them ahead. And as I have mentioned at the start of the session, you can tell, you can consider this, I am a product. There is one thing I mentioned, my mother was there, and um, there was a phase in my life after having my second kid, 2020, October 20, when I gave birth to my second younger son, Raghav. So 20, 21, 22, in those phase, in that year, I was in Bihar with my in-laws. Deliberately, we took a decision that we'll be there because handling two young kids with my work would be difficult in town, having a nuclear family setup. So at that point of time, I was not away from my work, I was working from home, but sometime I was feeling like, is there a I have taken a shift from a fast pace to a small pace? Is that something I have to compromise with this? At that point of time, I was attending sessions organized by Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. I have taken some self-help session. So everything has a pros and cons. So Corona, it was a setback to the economy, but at the same time, that this session also we are doing virtually. So this kind of a session, because of which my morale was never down, and I was back into the race on 2022. So that's what I feel like, if we will have like-minded people around us, and will be able to reach to as many as possible. So we will feel like whatever we are doing, whatever efforts we are putting in, उसका कुछ फल निकल रहा है, वो सार्थक हो रहा है. और the one thing that I always keep in mind, even in every session, if we would be able to reach to one participant, उनके दिमाग में, उनके मन में कुछ पॉजिटिविटी का छोटा सा बीज अगर हमने एक सेशन में छोड़ दिया, that is enough. बट ये दिल मांगे मोर, हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों तक मैं और पूनम पहुंचना चाहते हैं, और उसमें आप सभी का साथ चाहते हैं. With that, I'll keep my sharing here till now, and I would like to give the forum to Poonam for the closing remark. One thing I would like to mention, from few days I am working on limiting beliefs. How in those years I was also having a limiting belief. Me and Poonam, we are discussing often about this. So I'm having a session on limiting belief tomorrow on SOS platform. If anyone would like to join, you are welcome. And with that, handing over to Poonam. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of you to join and be there till now. When people stay, जब समय ज्यादा हो जाता है तभी भी लोग रुके रहते हैं, it is a sign कि we are reaching, not यहाँ तक नहीं जा रहे, हम यहाँ दिल तक जा रहे हैं. Thank you so much. Over to you, Poonam.
Thank you, Kalpana. And Kalpana, like your zeal to contribute to society, I must appreciate. Every time she is so enthusiastic, let's do this, Poonam, हम इसको और continue रखेंगे. And your this contribution from heart के हमें society के लिए करना है. Being mother faces problems sometimes, like ना, so we wants to give that support to ourselves and to other mothers also. Because what happens after marriage also, you are able to manage your professional personal life in better way, but once you are a mother, then you have to contribute more time, or you can say almost all of your time, to the kids. And then managing both things take some support, and that support we can generate by having a community where we can share, we can have sessions like today we have a sharing, and we came to know a lot of other mothers here. And this community is not only one city, one region, but this is a pan based community. So we are connecting with a lot of CAs, female CAs from other cities also. So we are making a good network also here. So I request from all of us, like, be more participative, be more contributing in this community and with the event. So whenever needed, we are here for each and everyone through this community. And one more request, like Kalpana has mentioned, whoever wants to volunteer, this is a non-profit like community. We are not making any profit, and in future also we don't have any plan. So anybody wants to volunteer for this, most welcome. Also, in future we will like to have suggestion from you also, whatever the programs and topics you want, we will try to find out faculties from on that topic only. So with this, and thank you so much today for joining. It's really means a lot for both of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Poonam. एक से भले दो. So I'm having your support always. So thank you so much. I'm really grateful to have you on board with me. जब तक वो कहते हैं ना, हम अकेले ही चले थे, कारवां हमारे साथ चलने लगा, तो हम अभी दुकेले चल रहे हैं. And I know कि कारवां हमारे साथ जरूर जुड़ेगा in this initiative. So with that, we will give Purna Viram to our today's session till the time we meet next. Thank you so much. One request, I'm putting on the group as well. Those of you are there on the LinkedIn, please connect with me, because I'll share. I missed to share the previous session. I usually share what we have discussed. So I have to do for that session and this session as well. So I'll tag you. And here also the intention to reach to as many people as possible. if anyone would want, I can make you admin in the group. If all 150 plus can be admin to that group, so that we can bring in more and more participants. With that, thank you so much. Good day.
Good day.
Enjoy your journey of motherhood. Bye-bye.
Bye.